But we're going to be looking at who got invited to the 2025 NFL Draft Combine. So that's going to be coming real soon. Milrose invited. Dupree's invited. Oates is invited. Tyler Booker, Key Robinson, Tim Smith, Jahad Campbell, Malachi Moore, and James Burnett are all going to be in the draft combine.
Good players. Good players. We'll see what their stats are.
There we go. And it's going to be from February 24th to March 3rd.
Yeah, yeah. Some of those I'd be looking at the scales, maybe dropping a couple of pounds.
There you go.
But I think all of that list right there, I think all of them will do, fairly well.
Yeah.
Fairly well. Be interested, see that. I'll be really interested to see Jalen Milrose 40-yard time. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to tell you, if that guy runs under a 4.5, he's drafted.
Yeah.
I got a feeling he is, because watching him break away, I got a feeling he's going to be elite. So
Oh, yeah.
That'll be good. And the other ones, it's an opportunity. The metrics. I mean, if you don't fit the metrics, like quarterback, if they measure, from here to here, and if you don't, that's nine some odd inches. If you don't hit that, not gonna happen.
Done.
So they look at a lot of metrics, and speed is the greatest asset for any athlete. Speed.
Hey,
the second greatest athlete is want to. I want to win. I want to compete. I want to be the best. Want to. Speed and want to.
Yeah. I really hope Milroe does well in the combine, but I just wonder where he's going to be drafted for the 2025 draft.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting. But the combine can, he's got an opportunity there to increase his value. But I know there's criticisms of him. We'll see. I know he's got good, solid character, never been any trouble, never been a problem. His metrics, I got a feeling, are going to be good, really good, as good as any quarterback that's going to be there. His measurements will be really good. So I got a feeling maybe not first round, but second round probably.
So well, I mean,
and then you got the intelligence factor. They're going to do, the intelligence and quiz you and all that kind of stuff. And I got a feeling he's a pretty smart guy. He's got 2 degrees. So I got a feeling he's pretty smart. I just think the season, I think the offensive line let him down.
Well, and I'm curious about Malachi Moore. I'm really hoping that he matures a little bit.
Yeah, that'll come through in interviews. And and then talking to coaches. And hey, with Malachi Moore, I mean, they're not only going to talk to Kalen DeBoer, Coach DeBoer, they're going to talk to Coach Saban.
Mm-hmm.
What's his temperament? What's going on, up in that head? And obviously he's a good competitor. I mean, because he's emotional. So I mean, but at the same token, you got to be smart. And you can't put your team in a bind in critical moments. You got to have a little bit of self-discipline. So that'll be looking
at. Agreed. And there's
go ahead.
And one of our other guys, I want to see what Tyler Booker can bring in the draft combine. I want to see him do really well.
Yeah, we'll see that 40 time. I mean, he's carrying. It's going to be interesting. If I was that guy, I'd be trimming down a little bit. I mean, it's this point but then he may be, some of the agents and people talking to him, they say you got a great size for a guard, but for a tackle, not happening. I just don't see it. Don't see it. So,
But here's what would be pretty cool though. Like if he's not a first rounder, that means one thing: he can get drafted by a contender in the NFL. Somebody that's lacking an
mhm,
offensive tackle.
mhm. Well, you know, the bottom line about the draft is who cares where you're drafted? As long as you're drafted, everybody they get their feelings hurt if they're not drafted in the first round, and they fall in the draft. Who cares? All that matters is you get drafted, you get there, and then once you get there in training camp, you perform, and then everybody's got to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
But you know, listen to all these analysts and you know Mel Kiper and that kind of stuff. Don't put. I mean, I'll put a little bit into it because I mean they've done it, they've been around, and they've made some very good predictions. But also as a player, I mean, especially if you're not expected to go in the first round, okay,
Mhm.
don't be offended if you wind up in the second round, third round. Who
Yeah.
cares? As long as you draft, as long as you sign a contract, whether it's free agency, once you get there, now you create your value. So
Yeah.
it's a big to do show, and you know ESPN's got to make some money and you know sell some advertisement and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, let's just take it, you know, what it is.
Well, we can look at Jahad Campbell for a bit, and I'm excited to see what he can bring to the NFL. I mean, he did all right at Alabama. I can't
Mhm.
wait to see what he can bring. I hope he doesn't get drafted by the Colts. Do not, please, for the love of God, do not let that stupid drunk Jim Irsay ruin him. Do not let him be drafted by the Lions. Let him be drafted by the Eagles. I mean, I'd want to be drafted by Titans if he goes down, but at the same time, it's like no, don't put him in a dung heap. Put him in a good situation.
Yeah, well, he's not in control of that. He just have to be lucky, Jack.
True.
You know who's the best? Who's the best left?
Yep.
And then it'll be interesting to see who's Mr. Irrelevant.
Oof.
I wish I could have been that guy. Oh, I wish I could have been that guy.
Oh man, Tim Smith. I
A
can't wait.
good player, good player. I think he's got it. I think the combine will benefit him. I think he's got a good motor.
Oh yeah.
One of those defensive linemen just has a good motor.
Well, I'll say though he's happy about being 5-0 against Auburn, so that's huge right there.
Yeah, yeah, good motor. I like. He was very dependable.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
And like I said, defensively last year we got better as the season progressed, and it wasn't defense that lost against Michigan.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see what happens in the draft combine for the next week or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to seeing our guys get it done. Doesn't matter where they get drafted. I want to see them do all right.
Mm-hmm. Just give me an opportunity.
There we go.
Opportunity knocks. Just give me the opportunity. Go with it. Quit worrying about if you're first, second, third round. Who cares? Just get there. Just get in the, you know, just get in the building, get in the dance, get in. Then create your own value. Quit worrying about all these people, you know, talking heads, spin heads, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.